there are not much moment in my life I become emotional. I become emotional that time. First day I went to night market, I recognized many people's face because the last week I went to same night market. They have a store there, those people. They line up. I was sold out in 2 hours. All of the night market store, they came to buy from me 2, 3, 1, just want to support me because we are foreigner living in somewhere is not my country. But they never made me feel here is not my country.
Today we have one of, I think, the most interesting foreigners here in Taiwan. At least in my opinion, he has one of the most interesting jobs you can have as a foreigner here in Taiwan. Omi.
Yes.
Who are you and what brought you here to Taiwan?
My name is Omid. I'm Armenian, Iranian, pretty much grew up in Iran. Actually, because my father is a dentist, so I follow his footsteps. So I studied dentistry. Right after I graduated, I want to explore more, so I went to many places. I met some Taiwanese. They told me about Taiwan. So I took the trip, came to Taiwan, and visited some city. After 2 weeks, I went back. I worked as a dentist with my father. But always after I go back, Taiwan was a place always in my mind. There is a place, it's very peaceful. And because even in 2 weeks, I had a very good memory. And when the COVID came, everyone was afraid of COVID because, as you know, the dentist was a very high risk job for doing the dental job.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the worst jobs.
Yes, and I was kind of happy inside me. I felt like I don't need to go to work.
Okay.
Because always in my mind, I was always waiting for weekend so I can go. There is a bakery near the clinic, so I can go there and do baking. All my book was about baking. Oh, I find any way possible to learn more about baking. My father listened to me and said, oh my nice, you can do baking, but only fun. Only fun. Don't talk about it more than that. You're a dentist, you follow Baba, that type of stuff.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like if you're supposed to be a dentist and then you're like, I want to put a lot of sugar in some bakeries and just eat delicious goods all the time.
Yes. That time, I used the opportunity to escape somehow from him to come to Taiwan to learn Mandarin and get to know the culture more. Came to Taiwan, and the first thing I did, I bought oven.
That was the first thing you did?
The first thing I did. Because people,
normal foreigners, the first thing they buy is an AC and you buy an oven. That's perfect.
First thing my mom was like, where should I put my oven so I can start baking? Maybe it sounds ridiculous or funny, but that's really true story. Is what happened to me.
What was like your first impressions or your first couple of days here in Taiwan like?
Everything's organized. The MRT system. I took the high-speed train, go to Tainan City, and I had a very good memories. Like, very good experience.
Now when we've been past the whole like switching from dentist to baking, in my opinion, the best cinnamon buns ever. And then we have scones here as well. Not only are you a baker here in Taiwan, you work in Linjiang night market. Like you're a night market vendor here in Taiwan. I have so many questions. You said that the first thing that you bought was an oven. It's still a long step from buying your first oven to setting up your first stall. How was that journey for you? And how come you had like the confidence of even considering starting in a night market?
I felt lost. I felt like maybe my father was right. Maybe I disappoint him. Maybe what he decided for me in my life, I should just follow what he said. And then because my life can say I had a comfortable life. I was a dentist. It's like for many people, maybe they think it's a dream life. But I was making cinnamon roll for myself because that was my favorite dessert actually. And then...
Of course. the sweet approves on this, yes.
And then I had a friend, which is my neighbor. He's from Hong Kong. He knocked the door. He said, bro, smell very good. What are you making? Give him some of the cinnamon roll. I give him cream cheese to try. He said, bro, very delicious. You can try to sell this one. That was the moment. That was the moment I felt like maybe I can sell this one. Maybe my passion can be turned to something I love to do. And I told him, do you think, is there any way I can ask someone to go to their bakery? Just to, even I don't care about earning. It's like even they don't pay me. I would love to go there, learn from them, to even wash the dish, whatever it takes. Just want to learn more. I usually go to night market. I like Taiwanese food. And I went to Linjiang night market, and to me, it has the most delicious food in all night markets so far I went to. I said, I live once, time will finish. I want to experience. I want to see, because everyone try my, this is a very delicious, this one, but I want to see if they like it. We found connection, someone help us. I start selling in Linjiang night market.
But before you can fulfill your dreams here in Taiwan, you of course need to have dreams here in Taiwan, which you can get with the help of today's sponsor, Emma. As you might remember, last month we got this super cool, breathable, 100% bamboo fiber and also 100% machine washable blanket from Emma to prepare us for the upcoming hot and humid Taiwanese summer. But something that we did not prepare for was that this blanket being the most comfortable and softest blanket we've ever experienced. And together with these diamond customizable pillows, we have our own little 5-star hotel sleep experience in our own bedroom. This blanket is actually so comfortable, so me and Minthia had our, to date, one of the biggest arguments over who actually gets to sleep with this Emma blanket. So we actually needed Emma to send us another blanket, because although they of course have blankets to fit all the different sizes of their Emma mattresses, including the hybrid version of the mattress that we have here in the apartment, Minthia is for some reason claiming that someone is kicking her during the night when she has to share blanket with me. So in order to prevent this and to make sure that we both have the best sleep experience possible, and also in order to save our relationship, we did actually get a second, exactly the same Emma blanket with, of course, its own blanket cover as well. And speaking about saving precious things with the help of Emma, right now you can actually save up to 48% on their website with their 618 promotion. And as always, you can save an additional 10% if you do use my personal coupon code Lukas in Taiwan, which of course is valid if you do want to purchase these amazing blankets as well. And just as a pro tip between you and me, if you never had a single Emma product before, just start with the blanket and you will realize exactly what that German quality is all about. But with all of that said, we do sadly need to leave this amazing Emma bed right now, since we need to continue with the video and hear all about Omi's very first day working in a Taiwanese night market. Did you just like put it up a table? Like you bake everything at home, you put it on the table, you go to the night market? Or like how does it work?
That's exactly how it works.
It's like this?
Exactly how it works. I just bought a table, just bake it from home and I go there first day I remember. There are not much moment in my life I become emotional. I become emotional that time. First day I went to night market, I recognize many people's face because the last week I went to the same night market. They have a store there, those people. They line up. I was sold out in 2 hours. All of the night market store, they came to buy from me 2, 3, 1, just want to support me.
You mean like the people who has the stands at the night market?
Yes.
Oh,
all
really?
Is the way to say welcome. You are welcome here. And even one of the store, he used his phone as a Google translation. He say, if you need any help, just come to us.
Oh, wow.
To me, that was touching.
That's amazing. I know you from like this stand. Yeah. Like the cinnamon buns, I've been there, like I'm coming back. Do you have to pay rent for like the place, or like how does it work in terms of like, is there like a boss that you rent from?
Actually, every night market have their management, so you have to follow the rule and the step they give you. For example, recently there is a poison food. Some cases about poisoning food happen.
Right.
So they are more strict about the food they are selling. They try their best to manage everything, and they have a very good management. I remember you first time, because many Americans, they buy from me, from Europe, they like it, they come back, but I saw you from far. I said, I know this guy. He's Lukas. I watch his video and I like his content. I can say that. I saw you from far, you come and you say, I like him to try. But at the same time, I had that confidence, but at the same time, I feel like, maybe not, because he's Swedish. That one is a Swedish dessert. And then surprisingly, you bought from me. I guess you bought cream cheese from me. And then 2 weeks after, if you remember, you came back.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't mind, may I know how was the flavor? You said something like, it was good, that's why I'm back. Something like that. Yeah,
exactly like that. Yeah, yes. Yeah. I was like, I liked it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come back. Yeah. Yes.
But there is a customer, a specific one, came to me. She said, I was very stressed from work. Your dessert made me forget about my stress. And I was thinking, it's like, maybe he's going to ask me, what's your struggle working in night market as a foreigner, don't know that much Mandarin? It's like, I don't have answer for that, because they take care of me. They full take care of me. It's like, even I am not in my table, they say, 请等一下，他回来了. It's like, they try their best to make sure I'm okay.
Wow.
Yes,
yeah, because I was always curious because like sometimes we go to night market and like it always feels like everyone's like helping each other.
Yes.
But I also don't know like the relationship between the vendors. Like maybe they are like related or maybe it's like the same family or the same company. Yeah. That was actually one of my questions. Like as a foreigner there, do you feel like is it competition with like other like dessert vendors?
Never. Other thing also, I would like to learn Mandarin more. This is the best way. They talk to you, so easier. Because my personality is friendly. I like to be part of society. I don't like to be say, oh, foreigner. It's like, I want to know culture more. I want to know Taiwan more. I want to know Taiwanese more. That's simple. And really, they support me. Doesn't matter where will I go in my life. What will I do? I will remember this place and Taiwanese. They have always a space in my heart. What they did to me, my reason I came here, mainly I want to thank them. I want to really, as a foreigner, because we are foreigner living in somewhere is not my country. But they never made me feel here is not my country. I cannot explain it, but maybe you feel what I want to say. Like thanks to them.
100% understand what you're saying. I always like to ask foreigners here, like if you could give any advice or tips to other foreigners to maybe things they should know about before or like just trying to settle in here in Taiwan the first couple of weeks. Do you have any like tips or ideas?
The most challenging part is language. If you know Mandarin before you came, your life is way easier. But if you don't know, don't be afraid. Come. It's not, in Taiwan, they are very helpful. Beginning in my mind, I thought they are not friendly, but I see, no, they are just shy. Like, because my personality is some sort, it's like shy also, because I don't start speaking. But if you have any problem, anything you want, they make sure they fix your issue, anything.
Have you ever been to the dentist here in Taiwan?
I went there once. And
how is it compared to your own clinic back home?
They make sure you understand. They are not like, oh, give him the paper and he go. Even speak English with you, and they use translation to make sure you understand. They take responsibility fully, and it's almost free. There is no place, so far I know, I went to, you can get this type of treatment, dental, for that cheap. 100, something, 200, very cheap. Even I cannot remember.
How much would it cost if I go to Iran and I ask you to do it for me? Expensive.
Yes. Because I remember implant going to cost a few thousand, 4,000, 5,000 US dollar. You know, it's different. Here I have a very good system. One of the friend I was traveling with, he had some issue. He need to go to hospital in some other country. I was calling home, ask my parents for money so I can help him with that. He had dengue. The mosquito bite you.
Oh, yeah.
So that one cost him that much for 1 week. So he had no choice. I was like, I have to do something for him. So that was the moment. I feel like, so that's because I can compare that. I had that situation, not myself, someone I know, and with here. Very different. I never been to hospital, but I think it's the same system as dental.
If we're just comparing like just your day-to-day life, what has been like the biggest difference between like your daily life here in Taiwan compared to Iran? Because I feel like Iran is a country where I have no idea how the day-to-day life is. Like it's one of those countries that you have seen more in movies than you have actually talked to someone from that country. So what would be like the biggest difference? For example, if a Taiwanese person would go to Iran, what are the things that they should be aware about?
Actually, the food is very different. If you want to experience different food, you can go to Iran and try their food because totally different. Here, more eat noodle, they eat more rice, more meat, more beef.
What would be like a typical Iranian dish? I'm just picturing like almost like kebab sticks and like maybe lamb and things like that. Is that, or like hummus? I don't know, is that a thing?
They have that one. A special recipe is called sabzi polo.
Sabzi polo,
which is they cook the vegetable for a long time with lamb.
Quite similar to like Taiwanese though. It's like lamb stew or like lamb like hot pot almost.
Something like that. They cook it, you know, the difference between that type of food, it takes a long time to cook.
Okay.
It's like 7 hours, 8 hours.
Oh,
that
wow.
long. So you should consider before making it. You have enough time to...
I see, yes. Maybe I'll just go into a restaurant or something. You also mentioned that Linjiang night market, the reason for why you're there is that's your favorite night market in Taiwan. Yes. What's like your favorite food? Other than the cinnamon buns, what are you getting like when you go and visit a typical Taiwanese night market?
2018, when I came here, I had mapo tofu from 7-Eleven. And for 2 weeks in a row, I was eating the same food. Even if it was like, you eat the same, you buy the same. I love mapo tofu.
Okay, from 7-Eleven specifically.
No, because there was no other place I can buy that time because I don't know. It's like go to 7-Eleven and just buy it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So mapo tofu and then a cinnamon bun for dessert.
Yes.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for coming here, taking the time and showing off your amazing baking skills.
Thank you.
And again, if you do want to support Omi or just taste like the most delicious cinnamon buns, Linjiang Night Market, also like Tonghua Night Market. Is that the same thing?
对, Tonghua 夜市.
Tonghua 夜市 or Linjiang 夜市. You of course have a link down in the description as well. Impossible to miss. Are you there every night, or do you have specific times, or how does it work?
Monday and Thursday I'm not there, but if I'm not going there, I will post in my social media so they can check before they come to make sure they can get their dessert.
Okay, so step 1, follow you on social media, and then you will have all the information and also see all the amazing cinnamon buns. You should also mention that technically cream cheese on cinnamon buns is not a Swedish thing.
Oh.
We don't do that in Sweden, but I prefer having cream cheese on top. But that's not a Swedish thing. So if any Swedish viewers are watching now, I already know that cream cheese is not a Swedish thing. Same as like some people will have like almond or like nuts on top of it. That's also not a Swedish thing. But Swedish should be like super dry.
I see.
Because then you can drink coffee at the same time. But I prefer yours better than the Swedish one.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.